మిత్రులారా, బంధువులారా, వెల్కమ్, వనక్కము, స్వాగతము టు South Asia Maps Education Channel. Your presenter Dr. J. Reddy, Joggari Tirupati Reddy. In part 3, we are continuing to discourse on the around about 25-26 geographic regions, physiographic regions of Saudi Arabia. We are looking at Arabian Peninsula Geography, Physiography. In this presentation, I will broadly give you a bird's eye view of around about 6 or so these regions. And previously, I talked around about 6 each time in the A, B and A part. You can look at them. This is the broader Saudi Arabia series, and we are in part 3, covering around about 6 or 7 geographic regions of Saudi Arabia. All these presentations, Mitranam, I posted for your convenience, South Asia Maps JRD. There are 800 and so presentations. You can look at them in 2025, summertime, July. It is very important to discern the difference between physiographic maps and political administrative maps, where this is just two-dimensional. We can see the provinces, districts, sub-districts, vilayats, and so on. So take, for example, Riyadh and Qassim and Hail and Tuwaiq and Eastern Province, Sharqiya, Northern Province, Shamalia, Mecca, Medina, and so on. Whereas here, we can see the geopolitical entity with respect to the plateaus and plains, mountains, the wadis and water bodies. This gives you a much broader, deeper understanding of a land or region geopolitical entity. And excuse me, I have posted all of them before. Here I am showing you the broad 25 or 26 or so. In this part you can see clearly here, and you can stop here, and other parts A and B I discussed. You can also see the broad at one place, and just I am giving a list of all these 25, 26 geographic, physiographic regions. You can look at them and see how they are spelled, so that you will get a deeper and broader understanding. Saudi Arabia is a very prominent country. The rise of Islam after around about 630 CE Common Era, collapse of pagan Arabs, and rise of very closely exclusive ideology, socio-political belief system that won over this land and imposed a different types of outlook on the people who doesn't subscribe this, called non-believers, kafis, because understanding this region gives a very broad understanding, because majority of the people on the planet Earth still doesn't subscribe that particular ideology. I will go over these regions first, and I will describe them, and in the later part I will show in 2 or 3 different three-dimensional maps, where you will get a broader, deeper understanding of these geographic, physiographic regions. You can see here Al-Dahna Desert. In the northern part of the desert is the Al-Dahna Desert. This is the we discerned the different parts of Al-Dahna before, like Mahur, Sir, and Dahar. This is the this is the Nafud Desert. Nafud Desert we talked about. Al-Dahna, this arc that links the northern Nafud, I have shown in red color. Southern, very big desert, very extremely dry desert, Rub-Al-Khali, called our empty quarters. And Dahna connects all these two. It goes east of Tuwaiq mountain range or mountain ridge, the Escarpment, the city, capital city, now the former headquarters, Diriyah, and all those areas of the Saudi royal family also is in this region, that is the Tuwaiq mountains. There is a wadi called Wadi Hanifa that goes in the suburbs of the Riyadh, the city itself. Further east of Dahna Desert, the link arc between Nafud and Rub-Al-Khali, there is a upland region, that's a sort of plateau that is called Summman Plateau. I have shown here Summman Plateau. That Summman Plateau is the west side of the lowland region called Al-Hasa region. This historically used to be called Bahrain province or Bahrain region. That should not be confused with today's small island nation. That is the Bahrain of the causeway across the Zubail and Kubar and Dammam and all those town complex. So that is the from Kuwait to almost to Trucial states, Emirates. So that is the Al-Hasa region, and the eastern part of Al-Hasa touching the Rub-Al-Khali Desert, there is a famous heritage center, the Oasis region, Al-Hasa Oasis, Liwa and all those areas. The close to the Persian Gulf, the water ingression and rapid evaporation gives a salt plateaus called Sabkhat Matti in this area. This is the Sabkhat or Sabkhat Matti in this area. So I have shown here Liwa Oasis here near the Emirates or Trucial states, Sabkhat Matti, Al-Hasa, the Qatar Peninsula, the Bahrain, the country, geopolitical entity, the Al-Hasa Bahrain province itself. The Rub-Al-Khali is the prominent eastern part of the deserts overlaps into Oman and Yemen and the Emirates and all those areas. Northern part is called Al-Jafura and the southern part is, I forgot its, the Yemeni part, Sabkhat region, or I will show in other part. These names are Arabic, so sometimes it's hard to remember. So that is essentially north of Hadramaut region, this part, south of the Dawashir Wadi and excuse me. So these are the wadis, and we can go and look at these in some further details. So again, as usual, you have to remember the landmarks, the Kuwait, the Qatar Peninsula, this is the Trucial states, this is the Wadi Batin, the border between the Kuwait country and Mesopotamia, Iraq country. That means this is the Wadi Hanifa. That means the Riyadh will be somewhere here. Excuse me. This is the mountain range, Tuwaiq mountain range. Wadi, the Washir will be here. Tuwaiq mountain range. You can see this is the Rub-Al-Khali region. And north of Shamar Mountains, this is the Shamar Mountain region. This is the Nafud Desert. And connecting the Nafud to Rub-Al-Khali, Nafud and Rub-Al-Khali, this area is called Dahna Desert Arc. That is east of this Tuwaiq escarpment or mountain range here. This is Wadi Hanifa. And further east, you can see the excuse me, before this plain region, Al-Hasa or Bahrain between that Kuwait and Trucial states, Emirates, is the Summman Plateau region. This is the Al-Hasa or Bahrain region, and this is the Rub-Al-Khali northern part. This is the Jerufa, the desert. The Liwa desert, Liwa Oasis will be border between the United Arab Emirates or Trucial states. There are 7 semi-sort of Emirates, that is combined together one country, Abu Dhabi region and Oman and Saudi Arabia region. That part of northern part of Rub-Al-Khali is called the Liwa Oasis, Al-Hasa Oasis regions, and so on. You can see that you have to remember the prominent landmarks, the Riyadh, the capital city, Buraida and Hail. This is the Hail region, and that is the Nafud desert. Nafud and Rub-Al-Khali are connected by Al-Dahna. Al-Dahna, this is the Tuwaiq escarpment or mountain range. This is the Wadi, Dawashir, Rub-Al-Khali, you can see here. This is the Summman Plateau region, east of Dahna, and that is between Dahna, connecting Arc Desert, and Al-Hasa region, the lowland. That is the Bahrain province historic, and now is in the Sharqiya province, that is the eastern province. The salt plateau, this region is called Sabkhat Matti. You can see Al-Kidan and northern part, the Liwa oasis will be somewhere here, Rub-Al-Khali, and Hadramaut region of Yemen, there is the more southern part of the Rub-Al-Khali, northern part. See, here I am showing that Liwa oasis region in that's the northern part of Rub-Al-Khali, desert region, you can see Liwa. The Riyadh region that is sits on the Tuwaiq mountains itself. A part of Tuwaiq mountains is the Riyadh region, the capital now. After the rise of the Saud dynasty, their headquarters near Diriyah, that is the Riyadh, became the capital after 1930s or so. They annexed the Hejaz region and southern Asir, Nazran, and those regions from the Yemeni wars, Yemeni-Saudi wars. So that is the region. So this is a different perspective, Rub-Al-Khali and Nafud, that is the connecting is Dahna, and Riyadh is the Tuwaiq mountain range, and Summman, Al-Hasa and Liwa desert oasis, and so on. So I have posted here, I am showing this so that you will get a bigger font. This you can look at the bigger font, this region. And Dahna Desert to Tuwaiq, Summman and Al-Hasa, Sabkhat Matti, salt flats and Rub-Al-Khali empty quarters. And in the next presentation, Sumitrana, we will see the last part of this 25, 26 or so, and certain other western part, region of Saudi Arabia, Arabian Peninsula, geographic and physiographic regions. Thank you very much. See you later in the other presentation.